Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense comes on the field first today. Well, the energy of this building crew is just going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, le bon temps brûlé. Let the good times roll.
Really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down. And the Wolverines hustle to the line to run that hurry up.
Boy, after all the build-up and all the hype with a playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after the completion.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. Man, good luck. Big receiver, they can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball if it's placed correctly by the quarterback.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive moving. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Running play called on 3rd and short.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back and coming up with that conversion.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He pulls in the catch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the out route. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Got space, looking to score. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. First and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. We'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs. Kicking team on now for the extra point.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He makes the grab. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to get the throw off. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made, and a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Catch made on the right side. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Caught quickly. And he's tackled after the catch. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First and goal, handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Looking to pass here on second down. Dump off caught by the running back. Touchdown, Georgia. Strong game by this quarterback. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. After the loss on first down, it's second and long from the 22. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking right, this one caught. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Pass caught, second down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle, but first down.
Chris, that's another positive game to this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bulldogs. Just ran away from the defense.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Important second down play coming up. Ball handed to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. And the Wolverines bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's caught downfield. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Second down after the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. He's going to take another shot right here. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down. Promising start to the drive, but now 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw yet again. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense stops him short of the mark, so now it's 4th down.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Here we go on 4th down. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Touchdown, Dogs! Still no answer for the passing game. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just a complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Bringing it out, it's Velasquez. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal. receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Takes the ball and heads to the left side. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 for them.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Wideouts now clustered. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He'll try a pass here. Pulls it in. It's Soto. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can.
There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. They recover their own fumble, but it is a big loss.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
What a great job here by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd and goal. Now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. And out comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes a quick catch. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's a quick grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. Down he goes, a sack. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. 1st down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackled there by the defense.
The quarterback is selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curve.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Gets some space around the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. First and goal now, a chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Touchdown, Georgia. This offense cannot be stopped. And now to try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a costly fumble in plus territory. They can't have another one of those here. They'll try the right here. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. First play of the second half is a handoff. Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Goes to his right side there for the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. He'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They'll run it from the gun. He breaks free now, has room to run. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. To 30, to 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is, but it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. It's across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And he drops back in the gun. Catch made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Looking to chuck it again. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. Dogs looking to cash in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Touchdown, Bulldogs. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On first down, it's play action. Catch made on the left side. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. So I'm looking for a solid punt here. Hits this one off the side of his foot. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Play action here on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And he's finally tackled just short of the goal line. He thought he was going to get there, but what a return. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff heading left. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about.
Hold it. Offense.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. First down here for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down mark. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. With 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Just trucks the man. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Getting set. Here's second down. The back's got it. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds because, remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that.
He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball in the end zone.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
Offensively, you get to the fourth quarter, you're down in a game. You're thinking about vertical shots and getting out of bounds to try to stop the clock. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'll give that up all game long. Short little routes, tackling them inbounds. Let's keep that clock moving.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. And the Wolverines line up on first and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
On here, got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. The Wolverines line up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Defense is coming after him. And with nobody open, chooses to just throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. It's a 2-score game, so hope's still alive here in the late going. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's a short completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, this touchdown actually gives them a chance now that they're down 10. Really critical. You pull out the 2-point play. You got to hit it to make it a 1-possession game.
The pocket breaking down. And they've got him behind the line. The 2-point try fails, and they can't get any closer. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're in pretty good position. It's a 2-possession game. Can they now put this game on ice? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? And he's going to launch it deep again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that 1st down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Velasquez. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He eludes the rush. He'll take a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your...
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. I know the offense will call a timeout. Some the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.